Hey running friends, Wrinkled Runner here. How are you at warming up before a run? If you're at all like me, not so great. In today's video, I'll be talking about warming up before a run, the whys and the hows, so stay tuned. Those of you who are just starting out are probably using some kind of program that encourages you to warm up. Warming up before a run is one of those things like foam rolling for those of us who have run for a while that tends to get ignored on a regular basis. Most mornings I'm running with my husband, so in order to do that so he can get it in before meeting starts, means we are up at 5:45. Add Buffalo winter temperatures into the mix, and you can see why we are running by the time we hit the end of the driveway. Even though I love to run in the morning, I'm still not a morning person, which means I'm not even actually actively ignoring it. I just don't even think about it, which is the problem. Last spring, I was coaching my son. He had a job opportunity and had to be able to run a mile and a half within 15 minutes. And so I was coaching him to get his paces a little faster. And one of the things as his coach that I pushed him to do was incorporate a warm-up. I find it so much easier to tell someone else what to do than to actually remember to do it myself. But when I was coaching him, it helped me remember to get some warm-ups in as well before I went out on my runs. One thing when I'm actually on the run that reminds me that I didn't warm up is how long it takes me to feel like a run is going well. It's probably a mile or two before I start to feel actually good. I do take the time to warm up. That feeling of sluggishness or feeling like the run is really hard, it goes away sooner. Why they say not to judge a run by the first mile. One of the main reasons to keep up with a warm-up habit is doing so can stave off injury. You're getting the muscles ready to move and you're allowing them to accept the stress of running. Especially if most of your runs are in the morning like mine are, a warm-up can shake off some of the stiffness from just sleeping and being in bed. It can get the joints working. In an older runner, it takes more than just jumping out of bed to alert the joints it's time to greet the day. You can improve the range of motion for your joints by up to 20% just by warming up. Everything you do during a warm-up is to increase things that happen inside the body, and it benefits your running. You're getting your body and tissue temperature up. Great when heading out for a cold run. Blood flow through the muscles is greater, the rate of energy from your cells is increased, and your heart rate goes up, which is kind of the point of running. So how then should we warm up and how long should we do it? Besides, as long as you'll do it, the warm-up also depends on the run you're going to do. If I'm heading out for a long run, I'm much better at getting in a 10-minute or so warm-up because I know I'll be out on the roads for a while and I want my body to be ready to go. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're done by mile 3 when you still have, say, 11 more to go. On the day after a long run, if I'm just going out for like a slow 3-mile recovery run, I usually don't warm up at all. A sample warm-up routine could be a 5-minute walk with some dynamic stretching before the actual running workout. Dynamic stretching is not where you're stretching out and holding for a long period of time. That is static stretching. And most static stretching, like sitting on the floor and trying to touch your toes and then holding that for a while, is frowned upon. Most coaches, experts, and running enthusiasts will guide you to dynamic stretching. That's what I use and that's what I like. Keep in mind, everything about stretching is actually controversial in the running world and probably boils down to what you like and can do without injuring yourself. My personal routine consists of leg swings, butt kicks, and knee grabs. And if I'm going on a long run or a speed work run, I'll walk for the first quarter of a mile. I don't really time or count like the butt kicks and leg swings and things, which I know is very vague and probably not helpful for those of you who like to have a concrete number of things to do and know how many or how much time to put in. But if I say do 10 leg swings for each leg and your body actually needs 20 to feel good, well, if you're like me, you're just going to do the 10 and do what the plan says. To start though, try to do each leg for like 30 seconds. That will add up to only 3 minutes of pre-exercise exercise. So unless you're on a treadmill or you're just walking around your house, you are going to be stopping after that walk and doing the warm-up outside, possibly in front of people. But believe me, anyone who runs or works out will understand what you're doing. I'll link up down below to some other resources that can help you warm up properly. If you're an older runner or you're prone to injuries or you're just starting out, you may see like walking lunges or straight leg kicks, also known as Frankensteins, on some of the warm-up lists. I don't recommend those because they can be more likely to cause injury. We are all different and you may find some of the warm-ups your body just doesn't like. You also may love some of the ones that I don't do. So look at the resources and try them out. If you're not already warming up before a run, you can incorporate some of these and remember to do that by writing warm up on your plan or even putting a sticky note on your shoe, and then maybe it'll become a habit. I know I'm going to try to be better at it. YouTube videos come out every Wednesday, and next week I'll be making a recipe from the book Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow by Shalane Flanagan and Elise Kopecki. I haven't done a recipe in a while, so I'm really excited. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Check out the posts and the videos I have in the description, including signing up for the Wrinkled Runner newsletter. That comes out the first Saturday of every month. In that newsletter, I share what's been going on with my running and link to all the posts and the videos and the podcast episodes that have come out the month before. I also include other running-related resources that you may be interested in. If you have any running-related questions, please send me an email at sherry@wrinkledrunner.com. I try to help all who ask for it. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the run.